Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about values. And values to me are just like the most important things in your life. The first value for me, and probably the most important, is my family, obviously. Um, my dad, starting with him, he was just, me and him were attached at the hip from day one. Everywhere he went, I went. And he's always been supportive of me to this day. And, he taught me how to do everything from play sports to ride a bike, to swim, every little thing like that, like every dad does. And so, shout out dad. Moving on to my mom, my mom and dad actually split up when I was 9, so I didn't have the closest relationship with my mom as other kids did, because obviously I didn't get to see her every day, but we were still close. And just, once I got out of college, everything's gonna be okay, and hopefully that relationship will grow. As far as my sister goes, she's 4.5 years older than me, so I was the younger, annoying brother, just nagging her and stuff like that. So we didn't get along the greatest, like growing up, but once we got older, our relationship got a lot stronger because we started doing the same amount of things. And last but not least, my grandmother. She's the sweetest woman in the world, and I love her to death. I don't think she's ever cussed at me or screamed and hollered at me like everyone else in my family at some point in time. But she's got all the money, for the family. She supports everyone, not just me. So she's the one that makes the world go round in the family. And moving on to my second value, is sports. I played 3 sports growing up. I always played football, basketball, and baseball. Never took a break. Starting with football, I went from Pop Warner to middle school to high school, and to this day, if I had to go back in life and do one thing, I would go back and play on Friday night one more time. And me and my friends still keep a fantasy football league, so I'm still involved in that. Moving on to basketball. Basketball is actually my favorite sport. Like LeBron James is my favorite athlete. So everything like that. I always watch NBA games throughout the week. I played pickup my whole life. I played basketball through high school my whole life, organized basketball. And maybe one day I can get in the church league or something like that after college. And moving on to baseball. Baseball provided me, with the education. It was probably my least favorite sport, but it was a sport that I was the best at and had the brightest future in. So pursuing that, went to college, started out at Charlotte, went there for 2 years. Things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. Came to Lenore-Ryan, and I'm in my last year, so hopefully everything's gonna, work out that way. And the relationships that I built with baseball over 5 years of college, will stick with me forever. And my third value is the future. I feel like it's very undervalued when talking about it, because no one talks about everything they do in life, whether it's going to school or doing a job. It's building towards your future. So that's just something that I do every day, try to make sure I got a brightest future for my kids in the future, have a good job and everything like that. So in conclusion, I think everyone should just know and understand their values to a T, so they can prioritize their life in the right way.